Okay guys, so we did it. We bought our first motorhome. We've had camper trailers before, we had pull behinds, we have camped in tents, but we are getting ready for a really big trip to test this thing out, and we bought an older motorhome that we cannot wait to renovate.
And hopefully it makes it.
Hopefully it makes it. Okay, so we are on a crazy deadline because we got this like 1 week before we are due to leave for our trip to drive across country. This trip is going to be over 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
3,000 miles.
Probably more like 4.
4?
Yeah, and then we have to check everything before we leave, so.
So why don't we go ahead and show you what we got. So this is our 1999 Fleetwood Phoenix. Yes, it is the older one, but this beauty is in excellent shape. So we decided to pay cash for this so we can go ahead and put money into customizing it for exactly how we want it, like painting, and the girls already have a bunch of ideas. But it does have a couple cosmetic bumps and bruises.
And the gas mileage too.
And the gas mileage is...
it has a V10, so I don't know how it's gonna do.
I don't know, the guy before said that he got like 12 miles per gallon, which is actually pretty good for an RV of this size in my opinion. It is just under 30 feet, it is 28 feet long.
Alright, so I checked the battery and then the hoses and then the belts and everything, and I think it's okay. You think it's okay? Thinking it's okay is not quite the same as actually it being okay, so this should be interesting. This is a V10, right? And it got good reviews, this model. I think so. It seemed like everything was working. It's not brand new, but they did put a new transmission in a couple years ago, so that is good, right? Okay, so here's basically the cab where me and John will sit when we're on our road trips right here. And it looks like they reupholstered these seats not too long ago. Actually, these colors actually might have been a while ago because these colors are making a comeback. When we went to the RV show, these were actually the colors of the new RVs. So I'm kind of happy that it is these colors for the upholstery for this. And these seats are actually really comfy. I was a little worried about that because I don't have my back heater. But I use my seat warmers not to warm up, but to protect my back. So this is nice and comfy. I like the camera. And there's this huge camera, so it is kind of old school, but it is a big screen for backing up, so that's good. And there's a radio and the air conditioner works. Yay. Which is a definite plus. Okay, so we're going to show you basically what it looks like now and tell you about some of the changes that we want to make. So one of the girls' favorite part is, of course, the overhead sleeping area up here. It is a queen size bed, and they have curtains to have their own little space while traveling. So they can close this off and have their own little space, and they have cabinets here, and we are talking about that. You can hook up some electrical stuff there later, so we'll talk to that in a second. And that is like the comfiest bed here. That is the comfiest one, let me tell you, because we're going to need a new bed because theirs is pretty rough. There's also this seat to travel while driving. It has the seat belts built in, and it's not too bad. You're kind of over here, but I think the girls actually prefer over in the bench seats over here. So it is a table conversion. It actually drops down into a bed. And it has seat belts. Yes, everything has seat belts. Back in the day, did they have seat belts in these? I don't know. Somebody might have added these on, but I'm glad that they did because they need to have their seat belts on while we're driving. Because there's seat belts here and then seat belts here and there, so that's good. We're good. We have overhead cabinets up here. They already put some books and first aids and stuff up there that they're planning on taking with them. So that is nice. Now underneath here we realized that there's not room for storage, but there's a water tank is actually under here. And over here is the furnace. So we don't have storage under there. I like how it's dome shaped too. You like the dome, the curve to it? Yeah, it's got a curve to it. It does have a nice little curve to it. I do like that. So it basically, your kitchen area is kind of small, but it is okay. It is doable. You have your microwave, which works. We have 3 burners here. It needs a little bit of cleaning up, but there's also a stove. The stove and the oven combo. So there is an oven that you can cook with. So that's the plus. Probably get really hot. I think it probably would get a little hot, but it's nice to have that option. It is a double sink with a cutting board. And you have your cabinet space up here. Of course, your little paper towel. Now, this is kind of odd. The electrical outlet is right here. Yeah, I don't understand that. So the electrical outlet's there. Why'd they put them up there? I don't know, but they have it kind of weird over here too. It's under the cabinets here too. That's so weird. And then you have these, of course. Your other little pantry area, which I'm sure we're going to fill up completely with snacks and goodies and things like that. But there's a nice little storage area. I don't know if I'm a fan of that gold. Yeah, the gold handles.
this is on one of our list of things to switch out. We have, of course, our fridge.
Yay.
It's not a full-size fridge, but it is a decent size fridge and freezer. So that is nice to have that there. And then right across from that is the bathroom. There's your mirror. And then the bathroom really could use some updating. Really could use some paint and updating and some remodeling. But it is functional. The shower works, the water works, the toilet works, everything in here works. So that's good. There's a little bit of storage above the toilet and there's a little bit of storage underneath the sink. But you really don't need too much in a motorhome, I guess. And then coming back here, you also have a little closet here with hanging area space so you can hang up a few items and some extra more drawers for storage. So back here is the bedroom with our little privacy curtain.
How you feeling about that green?
I think we're going to be switching that out. It's not like...
You liking that green?
Yeah.
That might be original.
That might be original right there. I mean, we're talking antique style. But there is a TV in here.
And a mirror. And
this old style like beauty mirror.
Cool.
So, I mean...
The girls like it.
The girls like it. There's also a little bit of cabinet space here.
We got a huge window in the back.
There's a huge window. He really likes having a big window.
But...
that corner? We hate that corner.
That's not going to work.
This bed is the most uncomfortable bed, so I think the plan is we're going to rip that out, maybe raise up the cabinet here, and get a new bed.
Yeah, I think we're going to need a queen.
I think so. We might need one.
Because they cut that corner over there, and that's just weird.
He hates that corner. So back here, we're coming up with some ideas. We're not too sure if we're going to add some cabinets over here to have a little bit more storage because the girls like to bring a lot of stuff and we have a lot of clothes. There's also storage right under the bed. They can pick it up and put some big boxes and things like that underneath, so that's helpful. Cool. But I'm thinking we might paint the cabinets and change the hardware out because that gold is not working for me. What do you think?
No.
The hardware needs to be changed. I wouldn't completely redo the cabinets because I want to tear apart everything, but the hardware definitely needs to change. And the window, like boxing, like I don't know, they're not even curtains, but the that has to go.
And then the floor looks original, but it looks like it's in good shape. But
it looks like it's in good shape, but I mean, there's not too much flooring, so it wouldn't take long at all to do the flooring here. No. So we're definitely going to do that too.
Oh yeah, and the tires are good too.
The tires are good, you make sure. And the air conditioner works.
Air works.
The fridge works, the stove works, even
the furnace.
The furnace works.
In case we need that.
In case we need that. That hasn't been an issue in Florida. No. The microwave works. Radio works, everything, all that sort of stuff works. We probably aren't going to. We want to put a TV up by where the girls are sleeping.
I don't think we have enough time.
I don't think we have enough time for that. So I think we're going to basically do this trial run with kind of like how it is now.
I think we're already like a day behind.
We are so behind. And our trip is going to consist of going to Florida and taking I-10 along to Arizona. Going up Arizona through Scottsdale to Flagstaff and then start making our way back and hit some of the Route 66 stops to Tennessee and then come down. So
Texas, don't forget about Texas.
Of course we have Texas. He wants to see the big steak. So we have a couple of fun ideas we have planned. It is going to be a really big road trip. We're going to be gone for a couple weeks and hopefully old Phoenix here will hold out for us. What do you think?
I hope so.
I hope so. Guys, keep your fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.